Hey everyone, it's JLT. Welcome to episode number 2 of the 4th season of the Rise of Dortmund. This episode we're going to be playing the first game of our Champions League run, which you can tell from here is against Atletico Madrid. By the look of things, we've been given the group of death because we've got Atletico Madrid, Inter Milan and Feyenoord. Feyenoord? I'm not overly sure. I'm pretty sure it's Feyenoord. Now I'm thinking of it. And of all the groups we could have got, we've got this one, which is quite possibly the hardest one going. Barcelona, Chelsea and Lyon, and that's actually that group H is quite hard as well. G is alright. You expect probably Liverpool and Porto to get out, with maybe Monaco being there, or it's a tie up between Porto and Monaco, I reckon, to not go through. But Munich and United, you expect to go through. Juventus and Real Madrid you'd assume, but they've lost to Juventus already. The other two I'd assume would tail off. PSG should be surefire with Roma probably coming second. What like Group B, because that looks like it's a relatively easier group than the others. They've got Copenhagen, Zenit, because I can't really tell who go through. It's 50-50 between all of them really. Sporting by Leverkusen, Arsenal and Dynamo Kiev. Even probably Arsenal and Sporting would go through, but as soon as they've drawn there, you never know. As Arsenal won it last year. So, as you can see, in the last 4 years we've been having this save going. United City have won it twice, and Liverpool have won it once, and Arsenal have won it once. So, it's been quite overly dominated by English teams. But since the last episode of the start of the season, where we beat Hoffenheim on penalties, we've had a little bit of mixed results. We've had a 7-0 win against Stein in the German first round, and we just absolutely hammered them. 7-0 there. Good couple of goals from Schürrle on his debut, 2 for Roos, 2 for Leon, 2 for Herring on his debut as well. So very happy with what happened there. We then had another friendly because it was pre-season still. Like still in August. For some reason they mixed something up. Like that game was in July, which was really confusing and not something I'm used to. Normally you don't start getting games till at least mid-August. So we started the season off with a underwhelming 1-1 draw against Union Berlin. And they scored first, honestly, and it took us till the 75th minute with a substitute appearance from Philipp Utenreif to get us the goal there. Came on the 68th, and 7 minutes later he scored. So very happy with that late substitution. Go back. We then played Stuttgart and beat them 2-1. Late goal from Leon got us the win there. A game we generally dominated a lot of, and quite happy with how we performed, but we got the win. That's all that matters. We then played Cologne, them, and we got 2-0 win again. Utenreif got another goal, which he came off the bench for that one as well in 57th minute, and about 10 minutes later he scored that one. So he's done really well, and he's come off the bench a few times to score. And again, very good game for us. We then played Red Bull Leipzig and beat them 2-0. We got a penalty on the 14th minute, and Roos was able to convert it very easily. Again, very good game. Quite happy what happened. Kimmich didn't play very well in that one, but I've said I was going to play strikerless, and now I've changed my mind and changed the system up again. So this is what happens during my saves: is that I start one thing, then it changes about halfway through. So this is the formation I'm now going for. It's more like a Christmas tree. But it seems to have worked so far. I'm probably going to adapt it some more because it is working at the minute. But I don't overly want to get too much into the tactic of it because I'm contemplating changing some of it around. Like, I don't know why it does this. There we go. Actually see what the players are now and what positions they're playing. And I've gone for the complete forward again with the shadow striker and advanced playmaker still. Put the box to box in, deep line playmaker, pushed him forward a bit, so he drops into this hole. We got centre mid attack, which I'm contemplating changing. It doesn't actually work as I want it to yet. Weissel is just gone on to attack rather than support, and there's one new name in here that you won't recognise. Well, you might recognise because he was with us a few seasons ago, but I did the dab thing and signed him on a loan deal, and found I couldn't play him because he was underage, which is Aaron Ochoa, who I needed another left back. Okay, he's not German, which is disappointing, but I needed a natural left back because I wasn't wanting to pit all my luck on Marek to be able to play the left back role, because he's technically right footed and don't know how he would do. So I wanted someone who's at least been in this league, and if I can find where he's gone there. He played for Hannover last season here, so he knows the league quite well. Like you can see there, he came in there on loan. Didn't play because I didn't really notice the registration issues. But yeah, 1.3 million, saying he had a 43 million release clause, and getting for 1.3 I was absolutely delighted for. He's obviously not playing as much as he wanted, and he's going to be pretty much starting / rotating with I can't remember who my left back is, Hector, who is 29, so he's going to be a good sort of tutor to him. But as I need, I can't remember where I was going with this tangent. No, not shortlists. No, don't want that. I want that one, transfer history. Yeah, that was the only other deal we've made. And going out wise, we let Schulz go out on loan and a couple of other loan deals, but nothing ever really happened. I had quite a few big deals rejected, and it annoyed me again. So we're going to jump into this game, and as we got Atletico, we're going to be solely concentrating on the Champions League this season, really. So let's get him out there because he's not playing. Paslak, Herring. Just give me one moment. I thought I'd already set this up, but apparently not. There we go, that'll do. And jump into there. So we'll start off with Hector, Tar, Mustafi, Weissel, Ilson, Gundogan, Leon, Kimmich, Roos, and Kojo. They're on for the 4-4-2 of Oblak, Florenzi, Savic, Godin, Wendell, Griezmann, Saul, Coke, Vela, Lotti, and Malcolm, who actually is pretty close to what they start with, I believe. Just added a few extra players in there, with like Florenzi's come in. I presume Savic's come in as well. Where did he come from? No, he was already there at the start of the save, so Malcolm's come in for him. 29 million from Bayern Munich. 2 seasons ago, he's at 21 and 32. He's doing very well for them. Belotti came in from somewhere. No, he was there most of the time as well. So looks like it's going to be an interesting game. Let's see if we can put our formation to good use and nullify their midfield, because we always seem to have appalling luck against teams in the Champions League or Europe in general, really. And I'm getting fed up, and I really want to at least get to the final of it. But knowing how things are going to go, we're not going to get anywhere again. But try and be optimistic. And 2 minutes in, they've already had a decent crossing. Can we win this back? Coke's got it. Malcolm, can we stop him? Because I really don't want him scoring. Oh, good save by Horn there. Mustafi had to let him roll slightly. Again, Coke whips it in. So our defending of corners absolutely shocking. Mustafi plays it all the way up for Kojo, who loses out to Florenzi, but Hector's got it now into Gundogan. Over the top looking for Kojo, but Savic's there. Are we playing pass the space more direct now? As long as we went past in space, so I took that off because I was getting fed up with it. Because we kept giving away possession. Paul's got it, plays it to Malcolm. Horn, it's hit the post. Right, we're not coping with them, are we? And we're not doing anything. They've got 60% of the ball, and they've had every chance so far. Come on, can we do something here? Yes, I know, because what am I meant to do? Luckily, Horn's keeping us in this at the moment. Hey, we finally had a shot. But we're going to have... And we actually have a highlight of us going forward for a change. Is that our... White Force is playing rubbish. What does that say? Until... Close him down. 43 minutes and nothing's happened in terms of us going forward. I think we're going to want Ilson. Is this going around the corner for Vicer, Roos, Kimmich, Kojo. They're playing so deep in the blocks of 4. Vicer, where's he going? Get down that wing. Gets around him, but All Black punches clear for some reason. Looked like he was going wide anyway. Oh my God, I don't like it when teams bring every player back into their box. Frenzy gets across and wins the ball from Kojo. And that's going to be the end of the first half by the look of it. Let's yell at our midfield and strikers for not doing anything. Because our defence is the only thing keeping us in it at the minute, and our strikers aren't doing anything whatsoever. Let's change that to attack, because that worked well last season. Wilson takes out Vela, not what I really wanted to see, but stopped them from getting a chance. Where are we going to go with this? Leon's playing rubbish. Right. Didn't want that, I wanted that one. Let's get rid of the CM attack because it's not overly working. Right, let's do something a little bit more. Let's change to this system. That back to advanced playmaker. Swap those two around. Move Kojo that way. Kimmich into the middle. So we've got an offset 4-3-3. An asymmetric 4-3-3. Playmaker. Bring it to me, playmakers. Let's do a centimetre attack. And just go for that for now and see if that does anything. Griezmann with the cross and Belotti gets his head to it. I really hate Europe. It's always a competition I want to do well in, and we're always the one we turn up short in. Griezmann just whips it in over the top. Belotti there, who's that in front of him? Gundogan lets him go, and Tar doesn't even mark him. Come on. Arnold hammering into Milan, that's a surprise. Right, we're doing something a little bit better now, but overly helping too much. Go to, yeah, let's see, let's take Leon out for rule. And Kojo off for Herring. Just see if that does anything, give us a little more impotence going up front. Can we at least do something? No, don't want that on. Pitch. You're attacking. We've had 4 shots apparently. We haven't seen any of them. Are you going to get any sort of highlight here? Because this is getting ridiculous now. I don't know what I'm meant to do for European games. Come on. We're now going to be sitting stupidly deep. I saw Wendell. What are their player ratings like? Not brilliant, but yeah, they're the ones with the bloody lead. There's nothing I can do about it. It's like, what am I meant to do? I've tried so many different systems. No, I'm not being synthetic. They're playing shit every time we go into Europe, so... Yes, I slam the team every time. It doesn't seem to make a difference. Because they want us to reach the quarterfinals. Okay, it's a little bit less expectations this year, but... What do we do? At the minute, Bayern are top of the league on 12 and we're sitting in second on 10. Because we drew with Union Berlin on the start of the season. But we're going to keep going and see what happens. I want to sort of get to at least a Champions League final. So let's come back for the Inter Milan game. And it gives a few games to sort of jump forward. So if you've enjoyed, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next episode.